Me almighty poker, Heiny, the mod that we're gonna be talking about today, I know she's a beauty, right? But I'm gonna make a little analogy for you. You got this hot ass chick, right? Okay, she's got it all. She's got everything. She's beautiful. She just has that it factor. Well, let's say that hot ass chick walks into a room full of people. No one can deny her. Everybody gravitates to her. Everybody wants her. She radiates beauty. She's got these voluptuous features at every angle. Like I said, just got that special it factor, that special flair. That's what this mod is. People see this mod and they go, whoa, they're intrigued. They gotta see it. They gotta want it. They gotta have it. They gotta hold it. They gotta vape it. The mod that we're gonna be talking about today is the X by Desire. And you know what this mod reminds me of? It reminds me something straight out of X-Man. No. Iron Man, that's what it is, okay? It'd be something that Tony Stark would carry around with him if he vaped. This X mod is for that vapor that wants to make a damn statement. They want to let everybody know I chucking vape, I look different, and I look damn good doing it. And currently, the freaking take I have on here is the Pharaoh Mini, which in my opinion is the best single coil RTA out in the market right now and for a long time coming. But yeah, back to this X mod, okay? It's a dual 18650 200 watt device, 5 to 200 watts. You got temperature mode, you got regular wattage, TCR, you got curve mode. You got pretty much everything with this device that you do with most other high wattage regulated devices out in the market right now. But this thing, it looks different, it feels different. 510 connections in the center, as you guys can see. That's one of my favorite features. Also, the fire button. I am a huge fan, which you're gonna see in the close-ups right now. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Here's the box this Desire X mod comes in. And of course, inside that box, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to receive your X mod. You get this USB cable for charging and upgradable firmware. You get this X mod warranty pamphlet. And last but not least, you get this X mod user manual. Now onto the star of this video, the Desire X mod. Oh, does she look different? Looks straight out of the future, doesn't she? She's primarily made of zinc alloy. Die-cast zinc alloy. When I first received this, I was like, man, this looks like stainless steel, but no, it's die-cast zinc alloy. She's 95mm by 58mm by 26mm. On the front, you've got this D logo, and it's a light. It's more like a modern D, and I think it stands for Desire, the guys that manufacture this bad boy. On the back of this device, you got these nice clean engravings, man. You got the X, because it's the X mod. Here's the battery door, magnetic battery door, which we're going to get into in a second. On the front, we're going to go back to that. Look how different that is, okay? On the back, it's completely flat, but on the front, it protrudes out. Looks like these mini mountains going on. All these lines, and you could feel them. It feels, you know, smooth, and it feels sharp at the same time. It feels like it's texturized. It just protrudes. Again, here it is. You can see them protruding, and I don't think this is meant to be ergonomic. It's not ergonomic one bit. It feels sharp. It does. These edges, they feel sharp, but again, I don't think that's what you're paying for. You're not paying for something to be smooth and rounded off, because that's not what this is. In some places, it's rounded off. Like you got these little areas on the corners that kind of flare out, and here's the fire button, by the way. Then below that, you've got your mini screen. Then below that, you got your function buttons, and then below that, you got your USB port. And then on the middle, at the top, you got your 510 connection. Connection threads are stainless steel. I love how it's in the middle. You can fit your 24, 25, and 26mm devices. You're not going to have any overhang issues, none, and they look the tits. They sit flush, but I do want to show you this. Your devices will scratch the top of this device. That may be a con to you. Again, you're not going to see that, but another thing I do want to point out is that this device, it does pick up small scuffs, like right there, and I've been using this thing primarily on my desk. I have not been taking it out and about with me, so that's something to point out. You got a scuff here, you got some scuffs in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It picks up scuffs easily. Back to the back panel, the battery door panel. You get your thumb in here, and you can just pop this sucker off, and there she is. There's the inside of the sled, the tray where you pop your batteries in. This is a dual 18650 device, but you got your magnets here, 3 on the back, 3 behind on the back panel, and everything is nice and clean. Nice and clean. There are some scuffs, just to point out, and I like this ribbon, this Desire ribbon. Of course, today I'm going to be using my Home Life batteries. Love these batteries. So yeah, we got our batteries in there. All we got to do is pop the battery panel on there. Look at that. It's got some thickness to it. It's got some heft to it, man. The whole device is just major hefty. Heavy duty. But yeah, you pop it on there. I want you to hear that again. So check it out. I pop the batteries in there, turn her on, and look at this D. She's going to start flashing like a bluish white. And right now, the battery gauge, she's fully charged and she's still flashing. When the battery gauge is halfway charged, she still flashes. When it's a quarter of the way charged, she still flashes. When she's pretty much almost dead, she still flashes. That's just something to point out. Now you can turn this light off by clicking the fire button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cuts off. Turn that light back on by clicking the fire button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And voila. So here's what the mini screen looks like when you turn her on, and she's in regular wattage mode right now, but you got a single battery gauge. This is a dual 18650 device, so that may be a con that this is not a dual battery gauge. Below that, you got your wattage. Below that, you got your volts, you got your counter, and then you got your resistance. Hit the fire button 3 times. You can go in and adjust the temperature. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can run this thing in nickel, you can run it in titanium, you can run it in stainless steel, you can run it in M1 where you can adjust TCR, you can run it in regular curve mode, back to variable wattage. And when you're in stainless steel or you're in TCR M1 or you're in the curve mode, if you hit the wattage down, you can go in and you can adjust the wattage in temperature mode. When you're done, you hit the fire button and then you can go in and adjust the temperature. Just like all these other devices nowadays, guys. Really, really simple. Oh yeah, you can lock the wattage or the temperature by holding down the function buttons down at the same time. The wattage up, wattage down buttons, that is. Oh yeah, and to unlock the wattage, what you got to do is you got to hold down the wattage up, wattage down buttons down at the same time, just like you would to lock it. And she unlocks. And when nothing's on this device, it's going to say no atomizer found. And that's basically it for this mini screen. That's the bare bones of it. So check it out. Here's the Faro Mini on here, the Faro Mini RTA 24mm tank. And I mean, look at it. It sits flush. It looks the tits. Love, love, love how the 510 connection's in the center. I think that makes this device, in my opinion. And here's what she looks like with a 26mm tank at the base. I mean, barely any overhang. But yeah, if you look closely, okay, you see that? You got this little cup, right? You unscrew this. So your 26, 25, 24, 23, 22 are going to look great for this device. And look at those scratches. We'll get into that. But you see how you got this little cup, this indented cup? Anything above 26mm, like 28mm, it's going to catch those lips. It's not going to be able to screw down all the way. I think that should be mentioned as a con. Because there's a lot of people out there that like using their 28 and 30mm devices. And that leads me to the next con. These scratches, holy cow. Worst scratches I've seen on the top of a device in a long time. Check this out. See where the fire button is in the corner? Little scuff there. And I'm leaving this bad boy on my desk during the day. I'm not carrying it out and about with me. I'm not putting it through the ringer. Can you imagine like someone like a construction worker taking this out? Or someone who carries it in a bag that's rubbing against keys or coins? This thing would get all scuffed up. That's just sitting at a desk, me grabbing it wrong, hitting my ring finger. This thing is going to scuff up. The finish is not permanent, guys. But that is just atrocious. You got to put a better finish on here, Desire. This reminds me of the finish Smock put out on the Alien Kit 2 years ago. That's the biggest con for this. Next con, and this is going to be subjective, but the size of this device, it is big. This is for the guys and gals that have big hands. Oh yeah, another nitpicky con, a subjective con, the fact that this fire button, there is feedback. But it is what it is. Everything else, pros, 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 in my opinion. This fire button, I am a huge fan of it. Love the position. Love firing up like this right here. Using my index finger, or you can use your thumb. And I love how it moves around and how it's protruding and how it's springy but clicky at the same time. Like how big it is too. Just love, love, love this fire button. Next Pro, like how it's in the center. Next Pro, the screen. It's not the biggest screen, but it's bright, it's clear, and it's easy to navigate. As you guys saw before, you can run a regular wattage mode, you got temperature mode, you got TCR, you got curve mode, you can vape it all the way up to 200 watts. Next Pro, I like the function buttons, the wattage up, wattage down buttons. I like how they protrude out. And I just like the shape of this. I like how it goes in, it bows in on this side, it bows in on this side, or the edges, they flare out. Just a good looking piece, but it's definitely an eye catcher, and I like that. It feels solid, good in the hand. They can always fix the finish. Hell, it may look good when you scuff it up. It may give it that aged look, that rugged look. But the shape of this thing, man, look at it. Look at the edges. Everything is just nice and smooth. It's rugged, it's smooth, it's sharp at the same time. Some of you vapors out there are going to love it. You're going to love the look. You're going to love the feel. All this is subjective, but I haven't seen anything quite like it for a mod. How you have that raised thing going on, that D, that modern D, it lights up, it fades in and out. That's pretty freaking cool. Like I said, it reminds me of Iron Man because you had that light in the middle. I wish it were constant, but it is what it is. And the fact that you have a Project Sub-Ohm edition with the blue buttons that's black, I mean, that's killer. And with the Project Sub-Ohm, it says Project Sub-Ohm on the side, engraved. Oh yeah, and the engravings. They got nice, clean, deep engravings. Oh, here's the Faro Mini RTA sitting on the Project Sub-Ohm edition, which is black. This is the X mod, but it's the Project Sub-Ohm edition. I'm gonna give a black one away with the Faro RTA. How about that? Price point, price point, price point. Okay, for the regular version, with the stainless steel looking finish, she's $79.99, so 80 bucks. The black with the blue fire button and the blue function button, she's 90 bucks. And I'm giving that sucker away right now on my Instagram. I gotta keep this one. This thing is just too rad to give up right now. But yeah, like I said, 80 to 90 bucks for this puppy chucker. Again, I'll post links down in the description to the sites that I know that are credible, that will be or are carrying this thing right now. Now on to the big question, the big answer today. Who do I think this is meant for? Which vapor is gonna benefit from this the most? Well, I already mentioned it. This is for that vapor looking for a dual 18650 mod, vapes up to 200 watts, it's got temperature mode, variable wattage, it's got TCR, it's got curves, it's got a center 510 connection, it's got a big old fire button where you can fire with your index or your thumb. It's meant for that vapor that wants to make a statement. That statement saying, I freaking vape and I look different doing it. If you're looking for all that and all the other stuff that I mentioned in the close-ups, well then get this Rowdy Cloudster. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it, found it entertaining and helpful. If you did like this video, well then please like it down below and share it for all your friends to see. And if you want to see more of me, subscribe for more. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.